What is good, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. And if you aren't a part of the Business Nation, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can join the Business Nation and stay one step ahead of everyone else. Now, remember one thing, that success moves in silence. And today we're going to be talking about the Navy Federal Credit Loan, or the pledge loan that you hear so much about, and we're going to jump right into it. Now, before we do that, like I tell everyone, it's like I don't tell you stuff I don't know about. So here I'm just showing you that I am a member of Navy Federal, and we're going to jump right into it and tell you kind of like what you need to know in order to become a member. So starting right here is how to know if you're eligible as a member, because not everyone is going to be a veteran, right, or join or been in the armed forces. But anyway, let's jump down a line here. So you know, obviously the very first thing is if you're active duty, retired, or a veteran in any of the branches service here, DoD, reservists, or officer candidates for ROTC, you are eligible to open up an account and join Navy Federal Credit Union. Now, we already know the benefits of credit unions versus banks, right? You're gonna have way better interest rates and way better products, and usually more generous with loans. All right, so if you don't fall in that first category, you can be a family member, and that includes anyone in the household, grandchildren, children, whether they're adopted or stepchildren, siblings, spouses, grandparents, parents. So any of them, any of those family members will qualify as a member as well. If you don't fall into any of those first two, you could have been or still are an active Department of Defense civilian, which falls into any of these categories: government contractors, DoD civilian retirees, and all that type of stuff, right? So if you're any of those, you are eligible for a membership here. And the membership does not cost anything. You just go ahead and sign up. And again, we already talked about the member or about the minor. So like I said, it doesn't cost anything. What do you need to join? You need to have a social security number, your current home address, your credit card and bank statement for funding purposes, and of course for children they do not need driver's license or government ID. I went ahead and got that. You can get like the membership numbers for your kids without actually opening up any accounts or anything like that. But anyway, jumping over to what we're going to talk about now. Navy Federal do have a lot of products, but we're going to focus specifically on the Savings Secured Loan, which most of us know as the Navy Pledge Loan. Now, I did this myself, and there's a nice little hack to this as well. So how this generally works is, once you open up your account, you open up a savings account, right? And you can get a secured loan based on the balance in your savings account. So just for easy numbers here, we say you have $1,000 in your savings account, but maybe you don't have the credit to get an unsecured loan. Is you can get a secured loan using that $1,000. And the way that works is they use that $1,000 as collateral, and then they issue out. So they freeze the $1,000, so you can't touch that, right? And then they give you $1,000. Now, the way the hack works is typically people would do is they go for a higher amount so they can get, like if you look at it here, you can get up to 60 months of payments. If you go up to, I think, $5,000, anything over $5,000, you can push it out to up to 180 months. Now, this is good again for if you want to build payment history, you want to build credit utilization, and mix of credit with this installment loan. This is how it's going to look on your credit report. So basically, back to the $1,000. So say that you have $1,000. Well, no, we go $10,000. No, that's too much. But we say you have $1,000, right? You in your savings account. You apply for the loan. You get approved, obviously, because it's secured. So it's going to be pretty much a guaranteed approval. I haven't heard or seen anyone not get approved for this with the money in the savings account. So then you tell them where you want them to deposit the funds. So they will deposit to your checking account or whatever have you. So, and instead of spending the money, like say if you got $1,000 and you have that for a 24-month period, what you can do is you take $800 of that $1,000 and you pay off $800 of that loan right away. Now the way that works is, now you won't owe another payment if you so choose. So you won't owe another payment until the monthly payments catches up to how much you have put back on that loan. Now, so when you put that $800 onto that loan, they will release that $800 out of your savings account. So your savings account will have $800 available to do whatever you want to with it again. So, and you can take that $800 and open up another secure line. So there's people that do that. They double up and triple up on these loans. But of course, the bigger the loan, the better, right? Because this loan will report that following month. So what I did was, when I started my loan, I paid off 80 to 90%, I think, of that loan right away. So by the time it reported to my credit bureau, it already showed that I only had 10% of the loan balance left to pay off. So it didn't show that I owed a lot of money. It showed that I have a loan that's almost paid off. So I have available funds. And like I said, I just kept, and I think I made small payments every month. You don't have to do that. You can wait until, like I said, until your deposit catches up to your current balance and then pay it off towards the end. But I just wanted the amount due at the end to be very little. I think I ended up paying like $5, $7 or something like that by the end of the loan. So some people will extend it and repurpose those funds. But like I said, it's good to help build credit. And like I said, that's all I want to make the video about. As you can see, there are other options here. So I will talk about just one more option here. We talk about the certificate secured loan. So if you already have a certificate with Navy Federal, open up a certificate, you can use that as collateral as well. So you can borrow up to 100% of the principal balance of your certificate and use that as collateral in case you've already put those funds into that certificate. So if you look at it this way, you can kind of triple dip on it. So you can put your $1,000 into your savings account, right? You can take that $1,000 and you can open up a certificate, and then you could take that $1,000 certificate and get a savings loan off of your certificate. So you end up double dipping right there. And then and like it's like a no-brainer. But anyway, so and here's kind of the basis on the application checklist here. You have to make sure you tell them how much money you want to borrow, how long you would like to finance it, and again, based on how much you put up for the secure loan is how much or how long you can be able to extend those terms. So, and let me just show you here really quick on the conditions here. So you can see right here it says a loan of $5,000 for 36 months to show you the payment history here, or sorry, not the payment history, but the payment range. So if you're gonna put up $5,000 over 36 months, you could expect in between 156 and 183. Like I said, so just give you a good idea of kind of what your payments are going to look like, but you'll be able to know all that before you accept anyway. But like I said, this is going to be a powerful product to help you first off build a relationship with Navy Federal, and then also help improve your credit right away. So like I said, if you're able to get a larger amount right away, I think that's going to be beneficial. But again, I want to make this video short and straight to the point and make sure you have something actionable. And I'm probably going to start bringing some more content on credit unions, because it sounds like a lot of people want to know more about these credit unions. And not all credit unions, you have to be military. So I will drop another credit union video later this week, where you can go and join a membership somewhere very cheap and then open up accounts with them and start using their products as well. Like I said, and credit unions are very generous with their loan products. If you compare them to like a traditional bank, is like you're going to end up with a larger credit. Wow, I can't even think what I'm trying to say, but you're going to end up with a larger amount of credit. So anyway, with that being said, that's all I got. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your week, and until next time, I'll see you guys. Peace.